If you're over 60, I want you to pause for just a moment. Not because something is wrong, but because something important may have never been explained to you in a way that actually makes sense. I'm a dermatologist, and what I'm about to share took me over 15 years of clinical practice to fully understand. Not from textbooks, not from marketing claims, but from watching thousands of patients, seeing what works, what doesn't, and more importantly, why. And here's the surprising part. What I'm about to explain to you does not require expensive treatments. It does not require complicated routines. And it does not require months of waiting. It takes about 3 minutes a day. That's it. 3 minutes broken into 7 simple habits. And every one of them is grounded in real physiology. Let me start with something I wish more people understood earlier. When skin becomes thin, crepey, loose, or begins to sag, most people are told, when skin becomes thin, crepey, loose, or begins to sag, most people are told, that's just aging. And yes, aging plays a role, but that explanation is incomplete. Because what I see, clinically, over and over again, is not just aging. It's understimulation. It's reduced blood flow, reduced oxygen delivery, reduced cellular signaling. Your skin is not just sitting there passively aging. It is a living organ. It is constantly responding to signals. And when those signals decrease, function slows down. Collagen production slows. Repair slows. Turnover slows. Not because your skin forgot how to do its job, but because fewer signals are telling it to keep working. And this is the part that changes everything. If you restore the signals, you can restore activity. Not overnight, not dramatically, but meaningfully. So today, I'm going to walk you through 7 habits that help reactivate those signals. Simple. Cold water facial stimulation. This takes about 20 seconds. After washing your face with warm water, splash your face with cold water. About 10 splashes. And yes, temperature matters. This should feel cold, because that's what triggers the response. At the cellular level, this activates something called a vasomotor response. Your blood vessels constrict quickly and then reopen. This creates a pumping effect in the microcirculation. And over time, that improves blood flow to the skin. Now, why does that matter? Because blood delivers oxygen, and oxygen is essential for collagen production. Fibroblasts, the cells responsible for producing collagen, require oxygen to function properly. Without it, they slow down. I've had patients in their 60s and 70s come back after a few weeks of doing just this one habit and tell me something very specific. They say, my skin looks more awake. Not tighter overnight, my skin looks more awake. Not tighter overnight, not dramatically different, but more alive. And that's often the first sign that circulation is improving. Habit number 6, lymphatic drainage. This takes about 1 minute, and it addresses something most people never think about. Your lymphatic system is responsible for clearing waste, toxins, and inflammatory byproducts. But unlike your cardiovascular system, it does not have a central pump. It relies entirely on movement. And as we age, movement decreases, circulation slows, and lymphatic flow becomes less efficient. When that happens, fluid can accumulate, inflammation can linger, and the skin can start to look puffy, heavy, and less defined. Using 2 fingers, apply gentle upward strokes from your jawline to your temple, about 30 seconds on each side. The pressure should be light. This is not deep tissue massage. Who told me she always looked tired, even when she slept well. We didn't change her skincare products. We didn't add anything new. We focused on lymphatic movement. Within a few weeks, she noticed less puffiness around the jaw, clearer skin tone, and more definition in her face. Sometimes the issue isn't what's missing, it's what hasn't been cleared. Habit number 5. Controlled breathing. Now this is where things start to feel a little unexpected, but stay with me. Take 60 seconds. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds and exhale through your mouth for 6. Slow, controlled, intentional. Here's why this matters. Most adults develop shallow breathing patterns over time. Tension builds in the chest. Breaths become shorter. And as a result, oxygen delivery becomes less efficient. Your skin depends on oxygen, because collagen synthesis is an oxygen-dependent process. If oxygen levels are consistently lower than optimal, your skin cannot function at full capacity. So when you improve your breathing, you improve oxygen delivery. And that supports your skin from the inside out. You can even combine this with your cold water routine. Layer the habits, make them effortless. Habit number 4. Gentle knuckle massage. This takes about 40 seconds. Lightly curl your fingers and use your knuckles to gently roll upward from your chin toward your cheekbones. This stimulates a process called mechanotransduction, which means your cells respond to physical pressure. Fibroblasts are not passive. They are mechanical sensors. When they experience gentle, repeated pressure, they receive a signal to increase activity. Think of it like this. Muscles respond to resistance training. Skin responds to mechanical stimulation. And many people go years without ever providing that signal. So the cells become quieter, not inactive, just less engaged. Habit number 3. Vitamin C used correctly. Now let's talk about something familiar, but often misunderstood. Vitamin C is one of the most studied ingredients in dermatology, but effectiveness depends on how it's used. Look for L-ascorbic acid at a concentration of 10 to 15% and apply it correctly on clean, slightly damp skin before any other product. Let it absorb for about 90 seconds. Here's why. Vitamin C is pH sensitive. When layered incorrectly, its effectiveness drops significantly. Used properly, it supports collagen production by influencing gene expression, not just on the surface, but within the dermis. This is not just skincare. This is targeted cellular support. Habit number 2. Targeted pressure with castor oil. This takes about 75 seconds. Apply a small amount of cold-pressed castor oil to 5 areas: under the eyes, along the smile lines, around the mouth, above the lip, and along the jawline. Then apply gentle, sustained pressure. Hold for about 15 seconds at each point. Do not rub, do not massage, just hold. This affects the fascia, the connective tissue beneath the skin. And here's something fascinating. When collagen fibers experience sustained pressure, they generate a small electrical signal. That signal communicates with nearby cells, encouraging repair and activity. It's subtle, but over time, it matters. I had a patient in her early 70s who had tried multiple treatments over the years. She committed to this habit, just this, every morning. 6 weeks later, she came back and showed me a photo comparison. The improvement wasn't dramatic, but it was clear. And more importantly, it was natural. And now, habit number 1. The cold-warm contrast cycle. This is where everything comes together. After completing the previous steps, finish with this: 30 seconds of cold water, followed immediately by 15 seconds of a warm, not hot, towel. Then stop. Let your skin respond. Here's what's happening. Cold causes rapid constriction of blood vessels. Warmth causes them to expand. That contrast creates dynamic circulation. It improves oxygen delivery, enhances nutrient exchange, and stimulates cellular activity. Over time, this supports collagen production and overall skin vitality. Now let me leave you with this. Your skin has not stopped working. It has not given up. It has adapted to receiving fewer signals. With age, circulation slows, oxygen delivery decreases, but not incapable. Mechanical stimulation becomes less frequent. So your skin becomes quieter, but not incapable. And what these habits do is reactivate what was already there. This is not about chasing youth, it's about restoring function. 3 minutes, 7 habits, and a system your body already understands. If you try this, start with one habit, then add another. Consistency matters more than intensity, because small signals, repeated daily, create real change over time. And sometimes the most powerful improvements come not from adding something new, but from finally giving your body what it needed all along.